We need more than a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. This is a 30-year plan, and we need that to be generational. And as the governor has mentioned, some of these other critical elements that are in this plan, when we think about some of the heavy levels of phosphorus that get into our waterways and into our drinking water, et cetera. We saw Toledo that had to actually close their drinking water supply down a couple of years ago, last summer. Could happen again. And in Michigan, and I appreciate the Farm Bureau and the agribusiness being here, because Michigan is really the role model for all of the Great Lakes states on what they've done with their MEAP program, with their agricultural, in a volunteer way, is really stopping and reducing phosphorus, so much so that I've actually introduced a piece of legislation at the federal level to try to get all the Great Lakes states to do what Michigan has already been a leader on. As well, this plan also addresses water quality monitoring, which is such an important component. And I will tell you, one of the first things I did when I became a member of Congress, we actually got money at the federal level that was matched by Macomb County and St. Clair County, and we put real-time water quality monitoring devices at every one of the water intake plants in the St. Clair River and then down Lake St. Clair here. And they were sampling every 15 minutes for about 28 different contaminants, whether it was chemical spills or sewage spills or what have you. Unfortunately, that whole system has sort of atrophied now. This plan is calling for it to be refurbished, to be upgraded, and to be part of an entire chain all the way down to Lake Erie. Very, very important component. So there are so many things. I just say one other thing about the wetlands preservation that is also in here. This is so important. For years, I don't think any of us really understood how important wetlands were. It's really Mother Nature's sponge. It's her way of cleaning, of filtering. I'm proud to say in Harrison Township, we were the first community in Macomb County to have a wetlands preservation ordinance. But that's when you talk about the partnership. It's not just a federal level, right? It's a federal, it's a state, it's the county, it's the locals. Everybody has to come together and do everything we can to protect our, as we say, our magnificent Great Lakes. So I am just delighted to see the first 2 chapters of this 30-year plan being unveiled here today. And it is absolutely important that we get all of our citizens educated onto this plan, to buy into the plan, and actually implement this plan. There really can't be anything more important for our wonderful, wonderful state of Michigan.